This is the DJI Mavic Pro. And this is the DJI Mavic Pro folded up. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Dylan back again with another DJI Mavic Pro video from my DJI Mavic Pro series installment. Here is the drone that is really awesome. First of all, this video right here is just was created to kind of just serve as a look at just the aircraft drone itself, not the remote controller, nothing to do with the DJI Go app or the smartphone you're using to monitor your flights, none of that, just the physical drone itself. So first of all, let's just start off by just looking at the size of this thing, man. Like seriously, this is my ugly average hand. I don't have small hands, I don't have big hands, it's just a good old American average hand. So anyways, you know, it's about the same size as my hand. Turn it over and show you my ugly palm. Boom, look at that. Just fits right in my palm. Well, what else can I find around here to show it in size comparison? That there is my iPhone 7 Plus. There's a roll of masking tape that has mostly been used. Rubik's Cube, flathead screwdriver, DSLR camera, GoPro, my cat Izzy, and a pair of sunglasses. So this was the major selling point of this thing for me, was just the compactability and just how easy it's got to be to transport. And of course, all right, so let's unfold it. I'm sure you guys that are interested in this thing clearly know how it unfolds, but you start by unfolding the top arm until it clicks. Same thing on the other one. Okay, halfway there. Turn it over. Arm folds down, or up if it's upside down. Arm folds down. And then you have your DJI Mavic Pro unfolded. These blades, it is not necessary to spread them out like this. And the reason why is because when these motors start spinning real fast, the centrifugal force forces these to come out and do its thing, and they stay perfectly balanced. So I've seen a lot of people that they really spread these out before they take off. I just don't see the need in it. Maybe it's just a precautionary thing. Hey, whatever, it's what makes the world go around. You can do it if you want, but it is not necessary. So anyways, I'm keeping the battery on the drone just because that's how we're all used to seeing it. But that's what it looks like without the battery in it. But I'm going to keep the battery in it because, again, that's how we're all used to seeing it. So as you can see, I've already put my little decal on it to, you know, just kind of give it a little personality. Let's get in really close to this thing and let's just look at it up close and personal, where you can see the texture on it and all that good stuff. Here's the very top of it. That's the battery with the 3 battery indicator lights. You know, if you just push this one time, it will show you how much battery you have. So as you can see there, this battery is fully charged and ready to go because all 4 lights light up. To turn the drone on, you press once and then immediately after hold down until it comes on. And then you will hear, that means the drone's on. Now, as you can see up front, you have what is known as the indicator light. Let me turn this like this. And the indicator light, I think it can be yellow or orange, whatever color this is. Can be green and it can be red. And depending on the sequence of how quick it flashes and what colors, that is a language. It's speaking to you. It's telling you things. I'm not even going to begin to pretend that I know all of the different codes. Used to be a lot more important to know all of those, like when you had the DJI Phantom, the original, when you didn't have the DJI Go app and you couldn't monitor everything. It was really important to know those, but I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't know them because you should, but they're in your manual, you can learn them. Okay, so moving up here, so while we're on the subject of lights, here are, these are the front LED indicator lights. And that just basically says, hey, I'm red, I'm the front of the drone. So whenever it's flying at nighttime, And even sometimes, you know, in the morning or during sunset, those red lights really help. You'll know your orientation that, hey, those red lights mean that this is the front of the drone. So let's get in a little closer, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off now that you guys have seen the lights on the batteries, the front indicator light, the back indicator light, and the front LED lights. Okay, so right there you see the gold, I guess you call it pinstripe. Has a thicker one and a thinner one, and it says Mavic Pro. Very cool. And then if I can keep this still enough, those two things you see right there, actually little cameras. Those two cameras help in the obstacle avoidance. Seeing things and helping you avoid obstacles. There, right there, is the camera that has a gimbal, of course, and I have the little clear protective bubble on. I do not fly with that because it gives off a bad glare if you do, but I always keep it on just to protect the camera lens and to protect the gimbal when I'm not using it. So, and then on the other arm, on the other front arm, you have your gold pinstripe again, but of course it doesn't say Mavic Pro like this side does. Now, moving to the back of the drone. As you can see on the back of the drone, you have the DJI logo in white. Move down a little, and that right there is just, again, that's the back LED indicator light. Now I have the drone flipped over. I have it on its back, and you will see there's the camera again with the gimbal underneath the protective bubble. Sliding forward, you have the DJI Mavic logo there, and then you are going to see a downward facing camera, and there is another downward facing camera. And I'm going to be completely honest, I don't know if these two things are something to do with sensors or if those are speakers. They honestly look like little bitty speakers, which I know it beeps a lot, but it also makes the cool little startup chime that you hear on the advertisements. So when the drone starts up. So anyways, that is the bottom. Now let's flip it over to one side. Now on this side, you have the smaller door, and you pop it open, and it is just a micro USB slot. Flip it over to the other side, and you have pretty much the exact same door, but it's bigger. Open that dude up, and what you have is your slot for your micro SD card, which you have to put in to, you know, save your videos and photos. And also it has the switch to go from RC mode to Wi-Fi mode. RC mode is what you normally fly in if you're hooking up your smartphone to launch the DJI Go app, you know, and fly longer distances and do the intelligent flight modes and all that good stuff. But you can switch to Wi-Fi and make, you know, it'll make its Wi-Fi much like the, you know, the Phantom, the 3 series, and you can fly actually from your phone and use your smartphone as the joysticks and all that good stuff, but you're very limited on range compared to when you fly it in RC. So I don't really ever think I'll ever fly Wi-Fi, but you never know. I'm just going to pretty much always keep it in RC. And I think about the last thing to kind of look at and go over would be, and I think kind of the last thing to kind of look at and go over are the propellers themselves. It's pretty cool because the way this folds up, it all kind of folds up nice and neatly to where you wouldn't ever have to take the propellers off. Kind of like you know, you had to take the propellers off on the Phantom series because the thing's already big and bulky enough as it is. And if you're going to transport it in any way, shape, or form, taking those propellers off, because remember those propellers on the Phantom, they just stay like that, one solid piece. These fold up, they're smaller, they go with the arms, they go over. Anyways, if you do have to remove these for some reason, what is really cool about these is that you just simply have to push down and slide over, and then they pop right out. That simple. As you can see on the bottom, you have these 3 little grooves that have to match up in the 3 little grooves that kind of recess inside the motors themselves. So all you do to put it back on is you line them up, you push down, and you turn the motor the opposite way, and it springs back up, and it's locked in, and you are good to go. So there you have it, guys. That is my DJI Mavic Pro, just the drone itself video, focusing on getting up close and personal with the drone, showing you the features of it and all the, you know, the buttons, the compartments that hold your SD card, all the good stuff, the propellers, the camera, the gimbal, all that good stuff. And so anyways, I would appreciate it if you guys would subscribe. Again, like I say in all my Mavic Pro videos, if you're into this thing, I'm going to be doing all kinds of videos and tutorials coming up. I'm going to cover all the intelligent flight modes and all that good stuff. And again, if you subscribe to my channel more for the vlogs and production videos, I'm not stopping on all those. I'm just keeping everything going. Added this thing to my arsenal, so I'm just going to get even that much more cool video and all that good stuff. So anyways, again, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe. And anyways, that is the DJI Mavic Pro, the drone itself. Thank you guys.